Hey guys, this is going to be a tutorial on how to clean your G37 throttle bodies. This is my '08 G37 coupe, and some tools you're going to need are throttle body cleaner, some towels or rags, a flathead screwdriver, a ratchet wrench, a 10mm socket, a 5mm Allen wrench, and some pliers. O-rings are optional. You will need two if you want to put new O-rings on your throttle body, but you don't have to. First step is to remove the engine cover, and there are 5 10mm bolts right there, 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 and there, and there. Alright. After you take the 5 bolts off, go ahead and lift this engine cover off, set it aside, and then grab your pliers, and you're going to want to move this clip down on the hose, and after that take your 10mm wrench, take this bolt out, alright, set that aside. Gonna try to pry this hose off. Just like that, and grab your flathead screwdriver and loosen up this clamp and the clamp right up here next to the throttle body. Once it's loose enough, take the one closest to the air box and pull it back. Once you do that, push it down a bit, not too much. And then the one that's on the throttle body, pull that back towards you. You kinda gotta wiggle it out. Once that is out, it's just gonna pop out like that. Alright, to take the driver's side off, you're gonna have to loosen up this clip and slide it down with your pliers, just like that. And then go ahead and pull this up and set it aside. And then you're going to want to loosen up these clamps, just like the passenger side. Make sure they're real loose. Once you do that, go ahead and do the same thing you did on that side. Start with the one that's closest to the airbox. Once you do that, pull it down a bit, and then go to one up here by the throttle body. Pull that out. Just like that, and you want to pull that whole hose off. Alright, once you get the hoses off, go ahead and unscrew these bolts. They are going to be pretty hard, so you're going to have to use some force and get them off. You want to try to get the top ones off first, or it doesn't really matter, just get them off. Alright, this last bolt, you want to make sure you hold on to it so it does not fall down. Alright, once you get the bolts off, go ahead and flip it. Make sure you don't take any of the connections off, the power connections and hoses. They are going to be a pain to get back on. And if you do take the connections off, you're going to have to reset the ECU or do a relearn program on it, and it's better not to just do that. Alright, so what you want to do is grab one of the towels or rags and put it on the intake side or before the butterfly valve, and go ahead and take another towel or rag and get your throttle body cleaner and spray it in there. Once you do that, just go ahead and wipe it down really nice. Make sure you don't get any of the towel left small pieces in there. And I already cleaned mine, but you should get it as close to clean as you can. And once you clean the inside, go ahead and look back through here. Sometimes there will be dirt on the front side. And once you clean all that, go ahead and clean the surface really nice. And then clean the O-ring. You don't have to really press it, just make sure there's no dirt or anything on it. And then once you do that, you can put this back together, put the bolts on, and you'll be good. Alright, for the driver's side, it's going to be just the same. Just take the 4 bolts off, the Allen key bolts, and once that's off, go ahead and pull it down. Make sure you don't take the hoses or power cables off, and you'll be good. Alright, just after you're done with that, go ahead and tighten these bolts. I don't have the torque specs, but you just want them really tight. Make sure they're against the seal. They have a good seal on it, so no air can escape. And what you want to do next is go ahead and put the tube back in. So you want to put the side that's closest to the box down first, and then put that side in, and then push the top part that's closest to the throttle body, push that back, and then you can slide that right over. And make sure it's on there really good. And then take this hose right here, the one that had the clip on it, put that on. Make sure that's on real good. Just like that. And then you want to get your pliers and pull this clip back up. I try to use where it originally was, just like that. And then grab the bolt that you took it off with and put that back in. Once this is in, make sure it's real snug. Go ahead and get your flathead screwdriver and tighten this clamp up. You want to get it real tight, just like that. And then the one by the throttle body. Make sure it's real tight. Move it around, make sure it's not coming off. And that should be for the passenger side. Alright, once you clean this side up as well, go and tighten it, make sure they're real tight. Grab your hose, put the side closest to the airbox in, just like that. And then put the side that's closest to the throttle body in. And then what you want to do is put back the hose that we took off, just like that. There we go. Grab your pliers, pull the clip back up, and use the spots where it originally was, just like that. And then grab your flathead screwdriver, go ahead and tighten these clamps up. Just like that. Just like that, and then go ahead and grab your engine cover. Put that back on, just like that, and you can put your 5 bolts back in with your 10mm wrench, and that's it, guys.